When I first started thinking about what story to tell in the SparkShorts program, I was trying to think of what makes me happy. I love canoeing. You're just making this loop and it's so pleasurable in and of itself. That was awesome.
Loop is, I would say, an intimate, character-driven short that is about two people who are different.
Renee is a 13-year-old girl. She's nonverbal and autistic, and she loves canoeing.
And Marcus is a teenage boy. He's not autistic, and he hasn't actually hung out with a lot of people who communicate in the way that Renee does. So I just thought that circumstance of being in a canoe, trying to get somewhere, trying to share something you love, but not being able to communicate would be a really fun little short story to tell. We brought on a group of consultants from the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network who then were able to watch the film several times.
And they were able to give us feedback on what was working for them and what wasn't working for them. They also gave us really helpful insight into what our character Renee might be experiencing or feeling or thinking.
Stimming. We really need her to be stimming under that canoe because that's the thing that helps her to relax. So the more we learned about autism, the more all the filmmakers on the project were able to design the story in a way that reflected these experiences that we were learning about. So the camera, when you're in Renee's point of view, oftentimes is not making eye contact with Marcus because that's just something that's not comfortable for her. Sound can have a more overwhelming experience for her than it would for Marcus. So we put that into Renee's point of view.
Renee.
Renee's voiced by a young woman named Madison Bandy, who is autistic and mostly non-speaking. We found her through a neighborhood art center called Creative Growth.
We brought her on site, and we quickly realized that that was not the right environment for her. Too many people, too much distraction.
So we decided to record Madison in her home. That's a camera.
Very
This is
fancy.
a microphone. And then Vince has a microphone. You ready? We wanted to capture her natural voice. What's that face?
Scared.
How does it sound? The way that she uses her voice is so expressive. Hey, Maddie, if I'm a doctor and I'm going to give you an injection, what sound do you make? If you're a person who doesn't know Madison and she starts vocalizing next to you, it's actually very hard to understand what she's saying, which is the point of the film.
You do it, Terry.
I think that when you're talking about something like people who have big differences, people who have disabilities that can be seen as uncomfortable or awkward, doing that in animated format has a really great power of disarming the viewer. I'm really excited to share this film with all audiences. In these two little characters, I hope that this gives us all a way to see a connection that we didn't know we could make.